Hello, Internet. I'm back in the basement. Wait, I was back in the basement yesterday. No, I was in the kitchen yesterday. Anyway, as I promised, I'm going to give G.I. Joe a sound thrashing. Because I think the movie has it coming. But first, I must explain a very important computer safety tip. It is important that the insides of the computer be cooled by fans, but equally important is the computer's operator also be cooled by fans. And to this end, I have stuck a massive fan, like that, in front next to me. It's pointed right at my face at all times. It's absolutely sweet. I'm also in a basement, so it's cooler than you think. Yes, so fans are important because otherwise you sweat all over the keyboard, and keyboards don't work very well with sweating them. Remember that. Oh, hang on. Alright, so, the G.I. Joe movie. I went and saw it yesterday. Hang on, I think it's angled funny. Went and saw it yesterday, and, let's see. Here's what I think of it. I'll get the good bits out of the way first. Very fast-paced. I had to go to the washroom. I didn't want to get up because I would miss the next explosion. And, well, if all you're looking for is 2 hours of people getting stabbed, shot, or blown up, or things getting stabbed, shot, and blown up, you can do a hell of a lot worse than watch G.I. Joe. If you want special effects, this movie is full of them, including an epic battle with mini-subs. Mini-subs on both sides. Now, let's see, oh, and Ray Park did a very good job playing Snake Eyes. Now for the bad things about it. Okay, it was 100 minutes of explosions and stabbings and shootings, and the other 20 minutes were twisted, confusing plot with a lousy attempt to put in a backstory. Let's see. It was full of Mummy alumni, which isn't surprising considering it had the same big guys in charge, including Brendan Fraser in a cameo. The guy who played Imhotep is one of the villains. I don't think I've seen him do anything nice in any video ever. That's not my job, so don't look at me like I'm supposed to answer the phone. Well, let's let it finish. 3 rings, and usually Grandma gets it, so that's good. 2 rings. She's close to it this time. Alright, back to the point. What is it? Mummy alumni. Then we have the guy that played Look Na in the second one. He's a good guy who mostly blows things up. He's very good with the rocket launchers and the grenades and the timed explosives and things, and he led the submarine fight. Then the guy who played Benny in the first movie, Benny was the sickly toady dude who was like, I'm going to join Imhotep because he's nasty and I don't want him to kill me, so I'll suck up to him instead. He was one of the backstory villains. He came up with the whole nanotechnology thing. Let's see. I know I'm missing someone here. Maybe I'm not. Anyway, then. The best actor in it was Ray Park, as I already said. Now, his character didn't speak at all. Ray Park played Snake Eyes. Not only did his character never speak, he had a mask on at all times. So, that should give you a good idea how good the acting was for the rest of the people in it. Let's see. A lot of it seemed very forced. Marlon Wayans was trying to play a serious role when he wasn't. They threw in some Gaelic in it very unnecessarily. They called it Celtic, which is wrong. It's like they want to show off, we did the research. Yeah, that's all the research you did. Also, they seem to want to do nothing but blow things up, and it seems like all the budget went to special effects, and none of it went to acting talent. I mean, Channing Tatum, who played Duke, was all wrong. He was a bit too young for the role, I think. Duke is sort of I'd say late 20s, early 30s Boy Scout type, but old and a bit experienced. Oh, and Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid was in it. I have not seen him act anything good at all. I don't know how he keeps getting work. As for Channing Tatum, well, mostly the same thing, I suppose. But he was, let's see, too young for Duke. I don't know much about G.I. Joe. I saw a cartoon from the 80s, well, like over 10 years ago. But I remember this much. Duke's a Boy Scout issue dude. Boy Scout military issue dude, like, wears the stars and stripes to bed, that sort of thing. Then you have Scarlet, who has red hair and some rather sizable mammary glands. Then you have Snake Eyes, who says nothing and is a badass. They kept that at least, and well, they couldn't really avoid couldn't avoid not doing Scarlet that in any other way because, well, trying to appeal to the slightly older audiences who actually grew up with the long toy commercials that were 80s cartoons, specifically G.I. Joe. Let's see. Then you have the Baroness, who's basically Scarlet but evil, and has different hair color. Then you have Destro, who has a funny face. It's the wrong color, and basically, in this thing, he's a Scot. I take issue with this. I'm a quarter Scottish, and I have a real problem with Scots being played as villains, well, the fact is, it's the English who are the villains. And then they finally do his face as the middle, and then they have Cobra Commander, whose face they conceal. I don't know much about him. The best actor in it was probably... then there's Zartan, the guy that Imhotep played. He was Master of Disguise, usually wore an eye patch. He was okay. I don't like that he was always whistling for He's a Jolly Good Fellow. It's like it was his birthday every day or something. That was just weird. And then there was the guy... damn, I forget his name. I forget his call sign, too. The guy that did the radios and things. He was alright. I liked the little bit when they got arrested in Paris, and he was like, could you please not touch my equipment? Bang on the glass. Please, please, it's sensitive. Oh, fine, touch it. You've already ruined it anyway. Then again, my family's engineers, so that's actually kind of funny to me. He was okay, but the rest of it was all made of wood. Obviously, Ray Park did a lot of his own fighting because he's a wushu practitioner. I don't know exactly how good at it he is, but he seemed pretty good. I want his tonfas. He has some nice spiked tonfas in it. But yeah, G.I. Joe. I'm not so familiar with the original franchise, so I might not be disappointed as some of the old fans would be, because they're like, no, they ruined it, and it sucks and everything. And I go, hey, fun movie full of things blowing up. If you want watching things blowing up, as I said, you can do a hell of a lot worse. Did I have anything else to say about it? Obviously, they tried to leave room for a sequel. Plot twists were damned confusing. The science in it wasn't properly explained. It didn't seem to agree with itself in certain parts. They knocked over the Eiffel Tower, which pissed me off. Not because I'm French, but because, hey, that was a good bit of engineering. Well, you saw that in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. Oh, retroactive spoiler alert, by the way. Let's see. The cybernetic suits were silly. Marlon Wayans like, I want to play a serious role, because I'm tired of being comedies all the time. The thing is, he's good at the comedies. And so he tries to be serious, it just doesn't work. Okay, before I get so full of venom I get acid reflux or something, let's do a random Wikipedia article. Okay. Oh, by the way, what did you guys think of the cookies yesterday? Leave some comments, please. Also, there's a big yellow button roughly up there. I'd like you to click it, please. That would be very nice. If you're watching this on my Facebook page, go to the YouTube link, then click it. If you're watching this on Twitter, go to the YouTube and click it. And if you don't know my Twitter, it's Moontang13, all one word, no hyphen. Random article. Man, like my computer interface is strange. 1941 in association football is oh, this is this is weird. This is one of the year articles. Like, we're going to do a year, and we're going to tell you about everything in it. Like they'll say, you put a number in Wikipedia, they'll go, this is the year, this is what happened in it. The Vikings invaded England again. They invaded it with fire and the sword, as some people keep on pointing out. Then 1066. What was it? Henry the Conqueror fell down when he got out of the boat and he promptly swallowed 2 mouthfuls of sand, thereby securing his foothold in England by conquering it in that way. Yeah. Oh wait, that's not on Wikipedia. That's in 1066 and all that. There's a book called 1066 and all that. I highly recommend it. It's hilarious. All right. Well, I think that's all. I don't know how my battery power is. I used a lot of it up in the filming last night. And these are the same batteries. So I think I'll just close by saying this, dear viewers. May nothing explode without you meaning it to. Good day.